thought the male loneliness epidemic was bad before, Trump just put that thing into overdrive today. Okay, well, technically 3 days ago from like when I'm filming this, but you're catching my drift. I have been telling y'all to get them divorces like they are hot cakes. Like they're the freshest thing on the market. Like people be handing out $10,000 bills. That's how quickly y'all need to be getting these divorces. If you are not the happiest, freest, whatever in your marriage. Why? Because Trump has not, people have been saying, oh, he's hinting. No, he said what he said. I'm just going to read this title and then we're going to get into this article and then we're going to share some more thoughts. President Trump hints on changing divorce law. No 50% property share. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he says about this. Okay, not my thoughts on this right away. Let's hear what the big orange booga has to say. Read together with me as I read aloud. President Trump has vowed to change the divorce law, which he believes has been unfairly favoring women and financially burdening men in the United States. This is a quote. Just because you get married to a rich man doesn't mean you should automatically receive half of his wealth and end up rich after the divorce, Trump stated. He further criticized the current system, claiming that divorce has become a lucrative business for women in the U.S. and that it is time to put it to an end, to it. And while race is not a topic even brought up in this article, you just know that we are not the demographic that he is talking about. Like, we Black women are not who he's talking about. Like, this is not a for us article, but I just find this so interesting. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm just gently putting it out there. How many of us in real time, just put a little hand up, in the comment section. If you personally know a woman that entered into a relationship well off financially, got with a financially insecure, immature, financially insufficient, just problematic man as it related to his finances. And then by the time that she left that divorce, she was either in debt, broke, or financially crippled. Raise your hand if you have been personally victimized by Regina George. Also, raise your hand if you know many a marriage or long-term relationship in which the woman's income exponentially outnumbers the man's income in a heterosexual relationship. Oh, right there, hand up again. And I'm not saying I know 1, 2, or 3 examples. I say at this point in my life, the majority of the straight relationships that I know and see, the woman is making more. Some could argue the man is the gold digger. But anyway, let's continue on. Let's hear more of what he has to say. And this is a quote. If a woman marries a rich man, that doesn't mean she should leave as a rich woman after divorce. If she needs financial support, the man may lend her a maximum of $1 million, but that's only if she has collateral. As $1 million is not a lot for a wealthy man. So why only $1 million? Anyway, but it should be enough for the woman, considering she did not work for it, he explained. Trump made it clear that he believes his personal financial independence, even in marriage. This is another quote. If I am worth $50 million, I'm not going to give you $25 million after a divorce. It's my money, and I worked very hard for it. I don't care if we've been married for 6 years, 25 years, or if we have children. If you can't afford to take care of our children, leave them with me. Just because someone marries a successful person doesn't mean they should end up living like royalty after a divorce, he added. There's a lot to say about this, but first, hi. For those of you who are new here, I know we're like 44 minutes in, but this is fine. My name is Shayna. I'm a journalist. I talk a lot about decentering men and child-free living. So if any of this sounds like a vibe, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're interested in starting your freelance writing journey so that way you can write for monies, then go below or in my bio. There will be a Substack that has all of the information about an upcoming course that I am launching. But now, let's dive back into this. So when Booga McTiny Hand said, "1 million is not a lot for a wealthy man, but it should be enough for the woman considering she did not work for it," I have made a whole video breaking down how much stay-at-home moms, let's say hypothetically the woman in the situation is a stay-at-home mom, how much they should be paid annually. Right up there. You could click that. I do a price breakdown in USD based on New Jersey because that's where I was born. So I was like, oh, okay, let's like use that as a base. Now that will change a little bit from state to state depending on how much services cost in that state. But generally that is, and I can't even say that's the minimum because there were a couple other things that I forgot to include in there that people put in the comment section. So the idea of, even if they're a stay-at-home mom or wife, the idea that they are not working when you are married to a man is ridiculous. You wake up working and you go to bed on the job. Now, here's where things get a little bit scary. He says, "I don't care if we've been married for 6 years, 25 years, or if we have children. If you can't afford to take care of our children, leave them with me." A lot of the women that are in relationships with men that are similar to this kind of relationship that he is talking about, that man don't care about you. That man don't care about them kids. Arguably, that man has been financially abusive and is financially abusive, which means that there are probably other kinds of abuse, in the very least mental abuse, that plays into this. And this man, this obviously abusive man that is now in the most expensive seat in the United States is saying, oh, just give me the kids. Just because I have wreaked havoc in your life and their life does not mean that I should not be given indefinite responsibility over them. That is literally what he's saying. So when people are saying that Trump is hinting at these things, I don't see the hint. I'm trying to see around the elephant to find the elephant. Can somebody please show me where the giant mammal is? So why do I think that this is going to increase the male loneliness epidemic? A lot of these men women are only with for their money. A lot of the times women will tolerate a man. Women tolerate men for the dumbest things. Oh, well, you know, he's nice enough. Oh, well, he cleans in between his butt cheeks. Oh, well, you know, he has done the laundry 2 times, so I know he has that skill. He's got hair. Like, the amount of reasons why women be like, oh yeah, like, I'll stick with him. He's overall not great, but I'll stick with him. The list can go on and on. Money is high on that list. He's not great, but okay, he's financially competent. I am working by having to deal with him, regardless of if you're staying at home or not. A man has a full-time job. So it's like, oh, okay, this is a bonus. Cool, that's nice. And now that bonus is not gone for women that have to deal with men. So why get married? For a lot of these women, like, sure, I love him. That's great. That's cute. In fascism, love is not enough. In a fascist regime, love is not enough. You really love him? He really loves you? Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, survive. Either move out of the country or try to survive whatever is going on. He did put in a bid for his 3rd term. So who's to say how long this will last? If you are from another country and you are in that government, save the United States. Please, this is not a drill. Sorry, got off topic. So basically, the amount of men that have money and no skills will be lonely. What incentive is there for the kind of woman that they would like to be with? What incentive is there for her to participate in a relationship with you? There was always this unspoken trade-off that happened in the men that he's talking about, right? I have no skills I, Booga, have no skills in a relationship. I am not a particularly interesting or attractive or competent human being other than the fact that I have a lot of money. I want a beautiful woman that recognizes, that appreciates the amount of money that I have. And then the trade-off is that beautiful woman says, hey, I see you, skillless, arguably useless man who has a lot of money. You benefit from my beauty. I benefit from your money. Great, let's done. Now there's no benefit. There's no mutual benefit. So why would they participate? Why would they participate long term? Yeah, sure, maybe they could date you. Maybe they could talk to you for a period of time. You could buy them gifts and whatever, but they don't want to, they won't. Why have the kids? Why have the kids? Why be in relationship? Why participate any longer than where the gain ends for the people that want this kind of relationship? Which are these men? They just shot themselves in the balls. For the women that are in versions of said relationship and you want to get out, you recognize these next 4 years will be Armageddon for you. For everybody else, but then also for you. Get out now. Get out now. There's the slightest silver lining is that this has not been written into law yet. No fault divorce has not been written out yet. You still have time for now. Move. Time is of the essence. Oh, but we can work on it in therapy. Oh, but he promised that things were going to change after our vacation. And you know, our therapist said this hypothetical person that I just made has made my blood pressure boil. If you really think that man, that booga that has been causing all these problems for who knows how long, from days to weeks to years, if you really think that he don't know what's going on and how what is going on benefits him, and recognizes that you and your emotional core, which, like, listen, it's not a bad thing. It's great that we are in touch with our emotions in that soft space, right? But a lot of women, femmes, have been conditioned to be so overly empathetic that we will sacrifice our safety. Now, I lost my train of thought. Now, if he's really serious about working things out with you, about saving your relationship, then he will do whatever it takes to make you feel as safe and comfortable as possible. And if that means, hey, the relationship as we knew it, I need it to be done in order for there to potentially be a future with you in a way that does not make me feel like I am fearing for my life, then he will understand that. Then he should understand that. But as I said, men are men. Men ooga as they booga do. So all I'm saying, if you don't feel like you are thriving in said current relationship and you have a uterus and you are in relationship with someone who could potentially ooga booga do, you gotta put you first, Lucius. You gotta put you first. That's all for now. Be safe out there. I'm looking at you. Be safe out there. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.